You can believe being born and abandoned. Your father walks away. Your mother gives you up. You're sick with pneumonia at just 9 months old. Now, imagine becoming one of the richest people in the world. Not just rich, but building a company so powerful, even governments rely on it. This is the story of Larry Ellison, a man who didn't just chase success. He hunted it. He outsmarted the world. And he never apologized for being bold. You're about to discover how a dropout from Chicago rewrote the rules of Silicon Valley, and how you, no matter your background, can do the same. And part 1, the boy who wasn't wanted part. 2. Early life, abandoned and adopted. Larry Ellison was born in New York City in 1944 to a single teenage mother. She was just 19. His biological father was an Italian-American U.S. Air Force pilot who wanted nothing to do with Larry. At 9 months old, Larry got pneumonia. His mother made a painful choice. She gave him to her aunt and uncle in Chicago. They raised him as their own, but never let him forget that he wasn't really theirs. His adoptive father was cold and critical. He often told Larry he would never amount to anything. But what Larry learned early was resilience. He had no safety net, only his will to fight. Part 3, education, a rebel in the classroom. Larry was smart, but school bored him. He studied at the University of Illinois, then dropped out. Tried again at the University of Chicago, dropped out again. Most people would panic, but not Larry. He wasn't afraid to fail because he already had. He once said, "When you grow up poor and rejected, you're not scared of much. You've already been at the bottom." Instead of school, he chose life. He packed his bags and moved to California with almost nothing in his pocket, but with big dreams in his head. 4. Early hustles, a wandering mind with purpose. California in the 1960s was full of dreamers. Larry fit right in, but he wasn't a hippie. He took odd tech jobs at places like Amdahl Corporation and Ampex. He learned about computers, programming, and business from the inside. He didn't just do his job. He watched. He studied. He asked why things worked and how they could work better. He never followed instructions. He rewrote them. 5. The Big Spark. Inspired by a paper one day, Larry read a paper by a computer scientist named Edgar F. Codd. The paper described a new way to organize data, called the relational database. Nobody was building one, so Larry decided he would. That idea would become Oracle Corporation. But back then, it was just 3 guys, a small office, and a huge dream. 6. Starting Oracle from zero to code. In 1977, Larry co-founded a company called Software Development Laboratories. He had just $2,000 of his own money, but he had something better than cash: vision. They built a database product for the CIA, codenamed Oracle. That name stuck. And soon, Oracle wasn't just a project. It was a company, with Larry Ellison as CEO. He wasn't a traditional boss. He was intense, demanding, and absolutely sure Oracle would change the world. 7. Early success, outsmarting giants. Oracle grew fast. Larry didn't wait for perfection. He launched early and improved later. IBM, the tech giant, didn't take Oracle seriously, so Larry used their slow pace against them. He pushed his team to innovate faster, market smarter, and take bold risks. In 1986, Oracle went public. Ellison became a multimillionaire overnight, but he wasn't satisfied. He wanted Oracle to be the #1 database company in the world. 8. Challenges and crisis, the near collapse. In the early 1990s, Oracle nearly collapsed. Sales teams had overpromised. The company lost money. Stock prices crashed. People said Ellison was reckless. Many CEOs would have quit. Larry didn't. He admitted mistakes. He changed strategies. He rebuilt Oracle from the inside. That failure taught him a key lesson. You learn the most when you lose the most. 9. Leadership style, fearless and fierce. Ellison led Oracle with unshakable belief. He rewarded brilliance, but he also fired underperformers fast. His leadership wasn't soft. It was sharp. He challenged ideas. He challenged people. He expected greatness, and he wasn't afraid to compete hard. Against IBM, against Microsoft, even against Google and Amazon later. 10. Oracle's impact. Powering the world today, Oracle software runs behind. Hospitals, banks, airlines, governments. You may not see Oracle, but you use Oracle every day through apps, services, and infrastructure. It became a silent giant of the digital world. 11th, net worth, from 2,000 to billions. By the 2000s, Ellison's net worth soared. At one point, he was the third richest person on Earth. He bought private islands, yachts, jets, even competed in America's Cup, a global sailing race. But money never changed his fire. He still showed up at Oracle, pushing new ideas, hiring talent, and leading like a warrior. 12. The island. Buying Lanai. In 2012, Larry Ellison bought 98% of the Hawaiian island of Lanai. He didn't just want a paradise. He wanted a model for sustainable living. He started building organic farms, eco-resorts, green energy systems. It was part experiment, part legacy. 13. Health, aging, and science. Ellison has always hated the idea of death. He poured money into life extension research. He funded projects on anti-aging and biotechnology. His logic? Death makes no sense. He believes in science, in fighting limits, in never accepting the end. 14. Philosophy. Warrior meets Zen. Despite his tough business style, Larry is deeply philosophical. He's practiced Zen Buddhism. He studies Stoic philosophy. He seeks inner balance while building billion-dollar empires. He often says, when you innovate, you've got to be prepared for people telling you you're nuts. 15th. Reinvention, from databases to the cloud. As the world moved to the cloud, Oracle had to adapt. Larry again led the charge. He bought companies like NetSuite. He shifted Oracle from legacy software to cloud infrastructure. He even joined forces with Elon Musk's Tesla, investing in autonomous systems and AI. 16. Famous quotes, lessons that stick. Great achievers are driven, not so much by the pursuit of success, but by the fear of failure. When you're the first person whose beliefs are different, you're a genius. When you're the second, you're just an idiot. These quotes aren't just cool, they're warnings. Larry teaches us, success is never safe. You must fight, always. 17. For English learners, simple lessons from his journey. Don't fear failure. Ellison failed school, jobs, and deals, but he kept moving. Believe in your mind. He didn't have connections, but he had ideas. Be bold with learning. You don't need perfect English to dream big. Just start. Question everything. He never accepted what others believed. He found his own truth. 18. Educational value. Why Ellison matters today. Ellison's life teaches innovation. He didn't invent the database, but he commercialized it. He didn't accept limits. He broke them. For students learning English, he's proof that ideas matter more than background. Your accent, your grades, your money, they don't decide your future. You do. 19. What if Larry Ellison were you? If Larry had believed his father, if he had stayed in school out of fear, if he had waited for someone else to lead, there would be no Oracle, no $100 billion empire, no example for us to follow. So imagine if you, yes, you, took a step today, said no to fear, and said yes to your ideas. What could you build? 20. The fire that never dies. Larry Ellison didn't come from wealth. He came from rejection, from uncertainty, from a place many of us know well. but he built a world that runs behind the scenes because he believed in the power of thought. So here's your moment. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. You don't have to be rich. You just have to be relentless. Learn, speak, building, and never, ever let someone else define your future. Because if Larry Ellison could rise from nothing, so can you.